We are Bryce and Jen. Are we normal?
That's a good question.
Just two average runners setting out to complete goals that seem impossible.
We're getting out of here.
Come join us as we take on week 4 and 5 of training for the Black Canyon 100k.
I found a friend.
Oh, hey.
What a cutie.
She looks like she's ran a few ultras.
And see if our bodies hold up to the challenge. Well, we got another casualty.
I wiped so hard.
Thanks for tuning in.
We are already a month into our training. Wow, I cannot believe we're 4 weeks in already. Woo! Only got 16 weeks left, which I feel like is coming up way too fast in some aspects, but also I'm excited. I'm just still very nervous for this. But I just want to say big thanks to all the encouraging words we had on our intro video to this race. I feel like with the support, I feel like I can do this. So just channeling that mentally into my training runs that people think I can do this. So now I gotta start believing I can do it as well.
I completely agree. We need all the support we can get because the more I run, I think the more intimidated I am by the mileage. Thinking back to just how hard 37 miles was, and to think that that's like just a little over halfway, and how hard we trained for that race.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting intimidated. So thank you for all the positive messages.
This week is a cutback week, which I'm really excited that I put this into our training schedule. So every 4 weeks we have a cutback week.
Yep.
So that way, hopefully we won't get burnt out. This week of training, I feel like went pretty well for me. We did 6, 3, and 5. 5 mile, I did take along the dogs with me. Bryce was just feeling a little under the weather.
Yep.
I appreciated the company from my fur friends, even though Cecil is still crazy on her runs, choosing the speed. Cecil, you're tired? And then I did take Kane with me, and we pretended to run so he could feel like he is a part of this journey too. Oh, I miss running with Kane.
So yeah, I missed a run, but I did manage to make it up and got my runs in this week, which is fantastic. They didn't feel great. I'm still kind of nursing a little bit of the injuries I talked about last week. And I don't know what it is, like the way I'm running now, just more on my toes, which I think is better. I'm building up some more calf strength, which is something that I've been recommended by Morgan since we started ultra training. But since I'm putting more weight on my toes, I feel a little bit more like almost kind of bruising after some of the long runs. And so that's something I just gotta, I think, get through, get past. Walking around barefoot on cement and stuff has been a little painful. But I think I'll just adjust to it after some time here. Besides that, yeah, I had one, I think, really good run and a couple just slogging through. Next week is a little bit intimidating, to be honest, just because 7 miles at one point in my life, not that long ago, was the longest I'd ever ran in my whole life. And now that's becoming like just a normal weekly, daily run.
Woo!
So that's a little bit strange to me at this point, but I guess that's where we're at and just gotta push through. And I just keep telling myself, like, okay, the speed is not that important. It's just getting the mileage in, time on your feet. And then every day we're doing a couple of dog walks, so we're getting plenty of walking in, and we're still trying to get some weight training in a couple days a week. So it has been busy, but I don't feel burnt out. I just feel a little bit achy.
I've been trying to remind Bryce that we cannot dread the midweek runs, because once we start letting dread set in, then we're just gonna start not enjoying running. So we have to just start to enjoy the journey.
I don't enjoy running. That's part of the reason I do it.
Okay, well, I didn't force you to sign up.
No.
Even though I did sign you up this time.
I can't have you rub almost twice the distance race in my face. So I need to be there at the finish line with you so that you don't have this one chip on your shoulder forever.
Come on, let me have one chip.
No.
Come on, I'm hungry. Come on.
No, you can't have it.
That's why I just keep increasing the miles of these races to
Yeah.
just see how far he'll go.
Yeah. And I don't know either.
I got way too much of a dedicated husband here. Since today is just a shorter long run, and Bryce is finally having his bachelor party, even though we're already married.
It doesn't even make sense. It's an excuse to have some of my best friends out.
And we have company, so we have to kind of wrap this up. So we're just going to combine this with week 5, and hopefully you'll see our faces on week 5. So I'm just letting week 5, Bryce and Jen know you're going to do great.
Enjoy that long run.
Enjoy
and
the
all
mid-week
those long
long
runs.
runs.
All those midweek long runs.
Oh, and you're not going to dread it at all.
No, it's like Oprah. You get a long run.
You get a
long run, and then you look under your chair, and we win a Ferrari.
Anyways, all right. Well, we will see you week 5, which is the same video. So, see ya. Hi, we're Bryce and Jen, week 15. Week 14, Bryce and Jen didn't know how good they had it.
You're gonna do great.
Enjoy that long run.
And you're not gonna dread it at all.
No.
That was a much easier week, and 15 miles after running 20 already. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling really tired and beat up.
Yeah, this was a big push this week. It just feels like a bigger push because we had our cutback week last week, and then it got intense this week. And so we're definitely in the mode right now to procrastinate this run as long as we can. But if we keep doing that, then we're just not going to do it. And then we're going to feel bad about ourselves. And we're going to be like, well, we're letting ourselves cave in, which myself right now would like that. But I know future self would kick myself. There's a lot of future, past, present in this video.
We're like time traveling here a lot. I will say that like when Jen was talking about this week, like a little bit ago, she was saying like, hey, if we make it through this week, I think we're going to be okay for the rest of the training. So we have to do it.
Yeah.
But making it through this week is a harsh reality because it really scaled up, you know, knowing that we're going to be running on super tired legs and feeling way worse than that at, I'm sure, the halfway point or whatever of the next race. You know, we just have to endure today and use it once again as like training for like, that's how it's going to be. You got to run like this. You still have to keep moving. And I hate it, but it's the reality.
I want to know if we're the only ones that do this or if there's other people that sign up for these races and if they feel this way as well. But do you guys dread your runs sometimes? Like, are we the only ones that procrastinate on this? Because I feel like when I watch other videos or like people talk about it, they're just so happy and excited to go and do their training. And I feel like I go through these ebbs and flows of really liking it and then hating it. And just wanting to like not do it at all. Is that normal? Are we normal, or are we the ones on the end that like, why are you even signing up to do these things?
That's a good question.
So let us know. Let us know if you are a happy runner or a dreadful runner.
All right. Well, we better get out in the trails and get some miles in because Jen is currently procrastinating by talking about this stuff. And this is a strategy that she employs a lot and has a lot today. And I'm often wanting to just get it done. I want to get it done, get over the hurdle.
Okay, let's get our bodies going.
All right. See you on the trails.
Oh, I thought the track was over there.
What is this? Blair Witch on our run.
I found a friend.
Oh, hey.
What a cutie.
She looks like she's ran a few ultras. We've somehow stumbled into a haunted house. Yeah, well, we got a surprise Halloween episode out of it, Jen.
Sure. More cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell.
I just want to announce how dangerous this terrain is for me. Leaves covering pointy rocks and roots. It's not a good time for a clumsy runner. But, you know, oh my god, I almost tripped. But you know, you can't let nature stop you. You just gotta keep prevailing forward. Even if your momentum is tripping forward, it's forward momentum.
I just have no idea where to put my foot. Home fresh.
This is literally my face the whole time running.
This is a high-speed turn. Jen's coming in hot.
So dangerous.
Oh, that was all wet.
I didn't think that through.
Okay.
Oh, bye.
She threw that right in my face. Yeah, we're gonna let her be out in the forest alone for a while.
Woo! Oh, boy! We're getting out of here. I don't know why I'm getting into a wrestle.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be aggressive.
Jen Kogan.
Oh, not as aggressive with his happiness. Okay.
All right. Midweek update. You like that slogan?
That's pretty good.
Thank you. I just came up with it. Like I was saying earlier, we did a big push this week. So we did 757. And I have to say, it really surprised me how well we did. And how well I felt doing them. But I think all of the tiredness and stress on the body definitely compounded towards the end of the week. I'm not feeling too tired now. Cardio feels great. I just feel bogged down a little bit. So I feel like with a little better rest, it'll be more rejuvenated. My left ankle continues to kind of give me a little bit of aches and pain. And I've been trying to do some rehabbing this week with it, but I really got to start making more time and be more diligent. Because even with the little rehab I did see improvement. But with how this terrain is, with all the leaves and hidden roots and rocks, it is not my favor. But now it's just showing me where my weaknesses are and what I have to improve on. Anyways, well, let's just see how Bryce's week compares to mine. Probably even better, right?
Oh yeah. All right, my update. How was 757? Very hard, I must say. I have been wanting to diet more, like I talked about during our kickoff video. I feel like, especially in the beginning of training, as it's ramped up, Jen and I have both been, especially this week, with all the additional miles, just ravenously hungry. Because on top of just the running miles, we're still doing all this stuff around the cabin, chopping wood, just lots of movement, and feeling very, very weak and unmotivated for my weightlifting. So gotta kind of work on that, settle in. We're coming up on our 1 year anniversary of the last ultra that I completed. So I kind of didn't train all summer. So it's beating me up right now, to be honest. Just trying to push through, especially today. I would have taken any excuse not to run. It's just so important to keep going. It's in your mind, right? Everyone says about ultra running. It's in your mind. So just gotta push through and endure when it's raining, when it's cold, when it's rooty and dangerous. So that's my update. Overall, hard week, but enduring, making it happen.
Bryce's new rig.
I want Jen to know you shouldn't test me right now. We have property to put a project like this, and I would take it on. I'd do something wild with this, like a rat rod. So, watch what you say. All right, in a common turn of events on this channel, Jen found the smallest little thing. This is the root here. You can see her wipeout spot, and just biffed it.
Slid all the way over here.
Almost broke her phone.
My poor little hands. You know, I was doing so good, and that's the thing that takes me out. I just do not understand my body.
I don't know. This is one of the hardest trains we've ran on, really, because it's just completely covered. And then you trip on the smallest, not even covered by leaves, root.
All right. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
All right, we're about 9 miles in at this point. And yeah, gonna keep chugging away.
I definitely can tell my feet are getting tired. All I was thinking was like, oh, it was a spooky little trail section over there. No, this is the spooky trail. Like, all you have to just open this up to the public.
Yeah, this is a horror show.
They'd have to be scared, you know, as an ultra runner. This is what I'm scared of.
Yeah, and just put some cactuses.
That should be the title of this video. Nightmare Run.
Yeah, that's not clickbait. We'll have like a bunch of Photoshop devils and ghouls.
What was that? My favorite trail. But what it doesn't know is I also trip at night.
Yeah, they named it after her. That's smart. All right, now don't fall on this one.
I shouldn't joke, no.
I thought she actually fell there.
Oh, look at that.
All right, well, we're about 11 miles in, and I feel like I kind of have caught like a second wind or third wind, which is almost always, I think, where I feel best. I don't know what it is, if I'm like the slowest person to warm up or what, but yeah, now we just gotta finish strong. Only a little bit more than a 5K Ultra left.
If only you could hear the music.
Yeah. We would definitely get a copyright.
Pump up the mood.
All right, you're gonna have to use caution here too.
No, caution to the wall.
Caution with those moves. You love bridges, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you're filming on the uphill?
That's right. You gotta keep running. Don't walk. They'll know. He stopped. Well, we got another casualty.
I wiped so hard. Okay, what did I trip on?
Bryce tripped on. You tripped on that.
Was it equally shameful?
Yes, it's probably more shameful. That.
Oh no! I made fun of you so much. It's a good thing I've skateboarded so much because I know how to fall.
You really gracefully like twirled your body around. I was really impressed. I gotta take some notes from you.
Woo! You just gotta skateboard and fall on cement for a long time.
I don't think I've ever seen Bryce actually trip on trail. Have you ever tripped on trail?
I have never put my hands down.
Okay.
So I have tripped, but every single time I've ever tripped, I've caught myself.
All right, now I don't feel so bad. I've had 2 wipeouts so far. Bryce won. The trail is winning. That's
Yeah.
for sure. We're not winning here.
I was just in a flow state too. I wasn't even paying any attention.
That's usually when I trip. So I can't get myself into a flow state and I get in trouble because I'm not paying attention. But I'm glad you didn't get hurt.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Way to wipe out today. Wipe out!
All right, final 2 mile push here.
We're really testing ourselves today. We do not want to do the service hill, but because we said we did not want to, now we're going to. Woo! Whew. Burning. Oh, burning. Whew. We need to add more hill training into our training. I'm being silent with my cheer because I figured that I would add in audios.
All right, there it was, 300 feet.
We still got to make it to 15, so we actually didn't do it, just made it up this hill.
Yep. All right, we got to do the parking lot dance. Get our last 0.3. Can we just admire how good the van looks right now? Dang, transit. Looking good in this light. Oh, Jen's done. Great. Yeah, I filmed it. All right. Nice work.
We got matching hands. That's so cute. Is that what being married's like?
I guess it is, huh? All right, now some water, food, and puppy play.
Yeah.
We had to come back on camera for a minute because we were driving home and we were having a really good conversation. And we're like, we should save that for content.
Yeah, it's mostly I just didn't want to keep talking to him. So I was like, yeah, let's put a pin in it.
Okay.
Such a good topic. Let's stop talking.
And not record this.
I'm just kidding.
But
No.
what we wanted to talk about is like that was one of the first runs in a long time. I mean less, maybe ever. I don't know. Like it's been a long time. I can't think of the last time that I had a run, for sure a year, where I actually got in like a flow state and I was flowing, felt so good, and going in I was like, I mean, 1 of 10, like felt awful. You couldn't get me to do anything. I mean, we were both looking at each other like we got to figure out a way. Maybe we'll do this run tomorrow. Maybe we'll just, I don't know. We're not feeling it.
Yeah.
And then we both got out there. We got going. We were grinding. And then by mile 5, 6, I got into like a flow state. And then it was like the miles and time just kind of just clicked by. And I was like, and now that it's over, I kind of have like a little bit of a runner's high and a rush. And I'm like, okay, that was the longest run. That was the hardest week. This was a gatekeeper week.
Yeah.
And we just got that done, and I feel so good about it.
I think that's the beautiful thing about running, like how we were saying in the beginning, like, is this normal to dread your runs? But I also have to remind myself that sometimes when you just get started and do it, you feel so much better. Not all the time, but at least 80% of the time. It changes your mood and your feeling, and you just get like these endorphins going through your body. And so I never usually regret that we go out and do a run.
Yeah, but I don't feel that way with short runs. I really only feel that way with the longer runs.
Yeah.
And I have to get into like, it's like I hit a different gear or something, and then it's like, and then another gear. And then it's all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm starting to loosen up. I can move my arms. I'm not just like, you know, chugging along like a locomotive or whatever. And so yeah, any of you that are maybe new runners, you got to push past those 3 or 4 miles to try to actually hit that state. At least that's what it's like for me. So it's worth doing it. Just go out there and try to put in the time and build up a base to do it, because it is fun when you finally get there. One last thing I wanted to call out that I think is really important about these long runs and just having like the North Star being like something that's hard but achievable for you is you get wins like every week. Every week that we check this box and we hold each other accountable, we get a win. And that win feels good, and that builds momentum toward other wins in your life outside of whatever that North Star is. So, you know, if you've ever thought of running or thought of doing something else, just, I don't know, that's a good headspace to be in, at least for me.
And with the wins, the really only obstacle that's in your way of doing it is yourself. I mean, sure, can be physical obstacles, like literally on the trail and stuff, but you are your obstacle to get out there, get it done, and accomplish what you want. So I think this is why we do the things we're doing, even though we really dreaded not wanting to do this today.
Yeah. Gotta say, I'm a little giddy that it's over. And I feel like, especially with this week being such a big ramp up period, that accomplishing it's a bigger win than normal.
But as of now, we're going to go check on our dogs, eat something, and live life until tomorrow.
Take a nice hot bath in a bathtub.
Yeah. Okay. See you then.